once again, Dustmites, it's Dustin here. And today, as the thumbnail and titles, we're going to be talking about game ideas. Now, most of these game ideas do kind of fall into the Aperture Science universe, just because I've got Portal on the mind. I think they could probably work. Both of them, I have two. They could probably both work in the Aperture Science universe. I'm thinking the first one would be called Mirrors. And just let me fix my epic pig hat, right? First one would be called Mirrors. Now, I have a mirror here. Now, you're looking into the mirror, and you're seeing the pillows that I have set up as a tripod, because I'm sad in life. I do have a tripod. Can I try to show you guys? Tripod's not where it was. Now, let's just, you look through this mirror, and you're seeing my pillows, okay? Now, it's coming from your view into the mirror, the light's coming from this, into the mirror, into the camera, right? But in this, mirrors would act as sort of like portals or like dimensional rifts, where you could walk through the portal, through the mirror, into a different dimension that would be completely inverted. Because mirrors are already inverted. So you'd be taken into this different world that would be completely inverted. And drink. This entire world would be completely inverted, as if you see in a mirror, but you would be that mirror figure. And you could look back at the mirror you just came through and see through it to what would be over there in the inverted world, but see it right, like, non-inverted. Like, inverted to you, but non-inverted to the world we're already in. Yeah, that makes sense. And we could take this into aspects in, I don't know, I haven't really considered many ways that this could be taken into effect. It might be cool if they imply, if they have to be me, if anyone. Video game calls, that'd be cool. See, I'd like to try to imply it with my next idea. Now, I'd like this game, I don't know what I'd want this game to be called. I don't even have, like, a general idea for what it would be called. But it kind of, like, didn't just come to me. But, like, I was reading about how flies, well, I don't know, some guy told me, I don't know. I'm trying to pick stuff off of this friggin', like, a guy told me that flies, when they're faced towards a television, every time a scene switches, they see 10 seconds of black. 10 seconds when the LEDs are switching between complete scenes. I don't know how true that is, but it got me thinking, because I'll talk about perception of light again. They can perceive light a lot faster than we can see light. We can perceive light as humans, and now I believe that, like, some humans can perceive light to, like, millimeters. It's not a measurement of time. We can perceive light to, like, milliseconds of milliseconds faster or slower than others. But I don't know how true that is, but it can't be possible that all our brains perceive light at the exact same amount of time, right? So, what I'm thinking is the world's most genius man, and he was raised in it was passed down, his epic super mind, like Sheldon Cooper, Einstein, supercomputer, everything, all bundled up into one mind that basically can't even begin to comprehend the things that he is capable of. He's basically an idiot who couldn't afford the education to educate himself to be able to unlock this trapped potential that could be the best mind. He could have the cure to cancer, the cure to all STDs, the cure to the common cold, the cure to everything, all trapped inside of his mind, but he can't unlock it because he couldn't afford an education. But his mind is still doing all these things so fast, and it's all perceiving it so fast, and he has, like, triple capacity in his mind, and everything is just flying around, just like I'm talking so fast because I'm all excited and I'm loud, and love this concept. So what happens is, as I'm backtracking to the perception of light, his mind, he can control every aspect of his body, meaning that with epic meditation, he could slow his heartbeat to make it so that his blood runs slower, to make it so that he can hibernate without eating for long periods of time. That's oh my god, this pig makes my lips look like they have lipstick. God, I have freaking HIV. Piggy, did you do this to me? No, but what's it called? Blah blah blah. Attention deficit disorder, ADHD. Trailing off again. But what would also happen is he could, if he completely focused on it, perceive light a lot faster than the normal human mind. Meaning that if his body is completely still and the only thing that's happening is his heart is beating and he's completely focused towards just perceiving light as fast as humanly possible, to the point that time barely moves in his eyes. But the second he trails off, the second he starts to move, the second he starts to really think, it starts to perceive faster, back to normal. Meaning that he could completely stop and bullets would stop or almost stop directly in front of him. He could jump off buildings and be flying around and just stop and just focus, and he would fall so slowly to his eyes that he could make a running start, do a flip, and land on his knees perfectly unscathed, because he has this epic potential to just see everything in super slow. Stop looking at my neck! My gosh, you perverts! This is me sidetracking. I'm not even gonna do this stick anymore. Can't even get my. God, why do I just trail off like this? I suck. God, now my throat hurts when I talk too fast, and it's terrible. And I don't know. Don't even know. He'd be able to perceive light so fast, and if they took this into the effects with the mirror, he'd be able to. I don't know. Someone else should figure it out. This is just building blocks to hopefully a game designer sees this. That'd be really cool. If you know any game designers, you better boopy. I don't even need credit. I need no credit whatsoever. If I see a game on the shelf like Genius in Time or something, that's a cool name, Genius in Time. Or Locked Potential. Locked Potential, that's a better one. And then the next one could be The Key, where they give him an education. This is going way too far ahead. I'm already thinking of a second. I don't know. Something along the lines of that. He'd be able to perceive time whenever he goes really fast, and eventually it'll become such an ability that if he didn't focus on anything, his body would automatically focus on making time perceive faster, meaning he'd have to sit around and twirling his finger. And that'd be the beginning of the game, is him just sitting in a room, twirling his finger, and then people would be they'd have all these AKs shooting towards him, and he'll twirl his finger, and it'll slow down, and it'll slow down his finger, and then it'll stop. And then he'll just be staring forward, and then you'll all be like, what, the bullets didn't hit him? And it'll spin around, and it'll be all the bullets are in air, like that scene in The Matrix. And then he'll just slowly start ducking, and the bullets just slowly start coming closer. And just to the point when he can duck slow enough that the bullets just graze the tip of his head. And then he gets up and starts walking really slowly towards the guards. And the guards are just because he's perceiving light fast enough to the point that he's focusing to the point that he can walks up to the guards and just individually just takes their guns and stands perfectly still. Boom. 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 Drops the gun. Looks forward. All the bullets are just. And then he's just and the bullets are and then he oh, that'd be cool. I have a couple more notes on my binder. I don't know. This is something that isn't sponsoring me, but should be sponsoring your life. It's a website called thisiswhyi'mbroke.com. And if you've ever seen anything on Facebook or wherever where it's Tron Motorcycle or heat-sensitive LEDs to your sink, they're the place you can buy them. You can buy portals, mirrors. I keep bringing Portal back into this. I have a freaking. I'll find their site really quickly. But they have all sorts of amazing stuff on their friggin' iPad glitches. They have all sorts of amazing stuff. And most of them range from anything from $4 for candles to $2 million for a friggin' working helicopter that modifies the one that they found in Iron Man. I don't know. Check it out. This is why I'm broke.com. If I got that wrong, it'll be right near that because it's something like this is why I'm broke.com. Next point. If anyone knows a royalty-free dubstep, or if anyone knows of a royalty-free song that could be really good, just the soundtrack for an intro, I'm looking for one. I don't know. I'm just thinking, like, all my videos, all the previous videos that I made on my other channels that I've talked about, they've all been, like, silent intros, so I'm thinking I need a dubstep, or I need some sort of tune to put to my intro. And I do have an editing source. I have Power Director, or whatever it's called, something along the lines of that. But, I don't know, I need, like, After Effects. But I'm thinking if anyone knows an intro maker, if anyone knows of, like, an intro maker or anything online, it could just, like, XxdustinthewindxX playing my dubstep, that'd be really cool. This is water. This is water in a mug. I don't know what I'm doing with my life. Okay, Dust Mites. It's been Dustin. And Dustin!